Hey there, and welcome to St. George, Utah. You are going to want to avoid moving here to St. George, Utah if you cannot handle these 10 things. Today, we're going to hop into some of the reasons that people are avoiding St. George, and let's hop after it right now. Mariah K here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in Utah, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living here in Utah. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below. Make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you're notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to make a move, who are looking to relocate, buy or sell a property here in Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. My team and I would love to connect with you. So let's chat about some of the reasons why people are avoiding St. George, Utah, and they cannot wait to get out of here. I'm telling you, some people absolutely love it here, and they are, they are flocking here, and they cannot wait to get here to St. George. There's other people that are like, get me out of here. So number one is that traffic and congestion that we've seen. Number two, it is a small town. So there's a lot of people that move here and they're like, you know what? Yeah, sure. There's about a population of 200,000 here, but it just feels too small. There's not, for some people, they want a bigger town. They want a bigger place to be. And St. George is not a big enough city town for some people. Number three is the professional sports. There are no professional sports teams that are here in St. George. If you go an hour and 45 minutes to Las Vegas, you will have professional sporting teams there. If you go 4+ hours to Salt Lake City, you will also have professional sports there. There are some people that are like, you know what? I want to live here in St. George, but I love professional sports. That might be a deal breaker for you. Number four, let's talk about the heat and the climate. Some people cannot wait to get out of St. George because you are going to have some warm summers. Now, when I say warm, some people call it brutally hot. And those summer months, June, July, and August, you are going to see 100+ degree days, day after day after day after day, for multiple days with multiple days throughout the month. So for some people, they do not like that heat and they are ready to make a move out of here. Some people though, enjoy the heat and they're like, hey, you know what? This actually feels great. And because it's a high desert here in Utah and in the St. George area, it's a dry hot as opposed to, something that feels, there's like more humidity. Here, there's not a lot of humidity. And so the dry hot doesn't feel as hot as if you're, in Texas or Florida or not where it's that hot, humid. Here, it's not hot and humid, it's hot and dry. So number four is the heat. Some people do not like the heat. Number five is the limited public transportation. Yes, the limited public transportation, because like I'd mentioned before, St. George is a small town. Yes, there's a bus system, but no, you are not going to have, a public train system that comes here throughout St. George. So for some people, they're like, you know what? I want more public transportation. We do have an airport here in St. George. You can actually probably hear one of the airplanes right now. I'm right next to the St. George Regional Airport, and you get planes that are flying back and forth through here. And another thing that actually is very nice about here is the airport will take you to Salt Lake. It's a quick flight back and forth from St. George. But for some people, again, the public transportation is more limited here in St. George. Number six is the water conservation. Yes, the water conservation here in St. George, again, we are in a high desert. So they are, lots of people here are conserving water more. And there are certain days that you can water your lawn. There are other days that you cannot. You will see a lot of areas that are using turf, that are using artificial grass, that are using more hardscape sort of landscaping simply to conserve water. So if you're thinking of having that acre of beautiful green grass, you may want to think again, because St. George, again, is, really into conserving water. here because of the desert and because of, really the drought and the lack of water. Number 7, moving right along, is the tourist impact. Yes, the tourist impact that you will experience here in St. George. There are a lot of tourists that come to St. George. There are a lot of people that snowbird here in St. George too, meaning that they come from Salt Lake because they don't want to be in the snow. And so there's a lot of people that come here to St. George to get away from harsher climates. There are a lot of tournaments here. There's Ironman, there are a lot of festivals here. So the influx of tourists throughout the year causes more of that traffic congestion. Some people are like, you know what, I don't like that. Also, another thing that you will see here too, there is the religious influence of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is the predominant religion that you will see here. Yes, there are lots of other churches and, religions, but you will definitely experience some of that religious influence that is here and around. And that kind of spills into the culture that's here as well. Many people absolutely love it and they are moving here specifically for that. Other people are, deterred from that. Just kind of know that going in as well. Also, St. George is known as a retirement destination. Again, similar to just, the climate and everything that you're going to have here year round. Lots of people love moving here simply because it is kind of more of that retirement destination. Some people are like, you know what? I don't know if I actually want to raise my family there because there aren't as many young families, but there have been lots of, younger families that are moving here, relocating to St. George as well. But also just know that it has been known for that. And many people do love retiring here simply because of the 20 plus golf courses that you're going to experience here, the pickleball courts, the outdoor recreation, just all that St. George has to offer. So again, for some, it's a deterrent. For others, they're like, hey, actually, this is exactly where we want to be because we want to be in the retirement destination. We want to be golfing. We want to be pickleballing. We want to be doing all those things. So just kind of know that. For some, they love it. For others, they're like, you know what? I think we'll pass. Next on the list is the limited job market. Unemployment here in Utah is very low. However, here in and around St. George, there are not a lot of, new jobs. There's not a lot of tech jobs that are up and coming here in St. George. So some people are avoiding St. George or relocating out of St. George simply because of the job market. They are looking for employment. So that is causing some people to leave St. George. And last on the list, this one has to do with nightlife and distance to major big cities. Some people, we started this whole video talking a little bit about, small town. People are drawn here because of the small town. Some people do not like that. So they are, the proximity to Las Vegas and the proximity to Salt Lake City. Some people are like, you know what? It's too far away from a major big city. It's too far away from an international airport. Yes, we have a regional airport here, but some people are like, you know what? I don't want to drive an hour and 45 minutes to Las Vegas, or I don't want to go up to Salt Lake City, which is 4+ hours. So just kind of knowing that, the distance, the proximity to that. Other people are like, you know what? That doesn't, that's not a factor for me. So again, just kind of to recap, we talked about the extreme heat in the summer. We talked a little bit about the proximity, the job market. We also, the influx of tourists that you're going to see throughout the year can sometimes deter people from coming here as well. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a snapshot of if you're thinking about making a move, relocating here to St. George, these are some of the things that you should just factor in, that you should know. And if none of these deter you and you're like, you know what, bring it on. I'm looking to retire. It doesn't matter if I'm, an hour and 45 minutes away from an international airport. I don't mind the tourists coming in. I don't mind, the warmer summers. I'd prefer a warm, dry summer than, a hot, humid summer. So whatever that is, if you are thinking that St. George is still a great fit for you, my team and I help people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it'd be our pleasure to connect with you. Also, if you do want a copy of our free Moving to Utah guide, comment down below the word guide, Guide, and we will send over that guide to you. Wishing you a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.